this the apple?
No, don't touch anything. Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
Finally you understand! Achilles. This is a structure to hold the world together, not a weapon to control it. This whole calamity could have been avoided if you'd only listened to me.
Disrespectful to the end.
Yes, we've been working on that.
Right or wrong, Shay? You betrayed the Brotherhood, Achilles, and me.
Says the man who shot me in the back.
At the homestead. That was Chevalier. I don't miss!
Liam, don't!
To break the damn manuscript and box all the way out here, Liam.
The precursor box is safe, Shay. Chevalier took care of that. You'll never find it.
Yeah.
I found Hope's body, Shay.
I'm sorry.
Was it you? Tell me!
I had to!
No! You chose to! Your luck has run out! You won't get out of here, you bastard!
That was... lucky.
How many times do I have to tell you, Liam? I make my own luck.
How'd you do that, you bastard? You broke the assassins. Betrayed everyone you knew. You sided with our worst enemies. And for what?
To save the world.
I hope that world is a good one.
Why not?
Achilles is harmless now. A mentor with no followers. What kind of world are we making if we cannot show mercy? Besides, he understands what these precursor sites are now. Without him, the assassins may continue their search.
Valid points. Never forget what has happened here.
I won't. But the world will.
So what happens now?
Master Gist will be in charge of eradicating any remaining traces of the assassins. Master Weeks and the others will assist him, of course.
Achilles has lost everything. He won't dare leave his homestead.
You won't. Shay, although our search for precursor sites is at an end, I want that box. You will find it for the Templar Order, and for me.
It could be anywhere in the world by now. It may take years to find it.
It may take your lifetime. Are you up for the challenge? Good.
So now we finally get to the end of the American Colonial Brotherhood as brought about by Shay Cormac and Haytham Kenway. In the spirit of having, or at least trying to have, a super climactic finale, we get to assassinate Liam Cormac in the precursor temple that's built on the side of a glacier for some odd reason. Thankfully for Shay, Haytham, and the entire Templar cause, the pair managed to sneak up behind Achilles and Liam just as they're about to touch the root of the world and cause the entire eastern seaboard to collapse into the ocean. Then it's a bunch of telling off, stuff we already know, nothing really changes, and it's just, you're good, you're bad, whatever. Achilles somehow escapes this. Shay decides to chase Liam in order to finish up the entire Brotherhood, at least canonically, because we can't have any of these guys surviving to make Assassin's Creed 3 non-canonical. That wouldn't make sense, now would it? Even if it would be more interesting. The Liam assassination is pretty slipshod. I mean, it's just a parkour challenge. There's nothing really interesting going on. I mean, it's a chase through an ice cave, which could have been a bit interesting, but the parkour is so generic that you might as well just not even bother having this long-ass chase from point A to point B so that you can finally get the assassination done. What does make it more interesting is that Liam has a gun. And guns means that he can kill Shay in about a couple shots. So there is a couple cover-based sections in the middle, which, for any other game would be as generic and boring as anything. But for Assassin's Creed, they don't really do this, and it's probably a good reason why they never do this. It's because they aren't doing it well. They don't have the system set up to make it efficient, or give it any sort of good control scheme, which would be easy to actually get this done. And I think back to the Charles Vane assassination back in Black Flag, where they tried to do the same thing, but fucked it up so badly, they end up just running to the other side where the assassination target was, hope for the best, and hope that the RNG was on your side on that particular moment. Liam Cormac's isn't bullshit difficult, but it's also incredibly boring. It's just another part of the chase. There's not really much to talk about here. What there is to talk about is the actual assassination itself, because Shay Cormac does not assassinate Liam Cormac. Liam Cormac is assassinated by dumb luck. Yes, in order to keep Shay Cormac as morally righteous as possible, in the most annoyingly sterile Hollywood-type way, Liam Cormac and Shay Cormac get together, try to have a little bit of a punch-up, but the glacier that they're standing on, because for whatever reason Liam thought it was a good idea to be on top of a frozen waterfall in order to have this punch-up, they both fall when it cracks. Liam dies on impact, Shay survives because of dumbass reason, and they just go their separate ways. Thankfully, Liam has given Shay the precursor book, so now that the Templars can protect the roots of the world because they're the only ones who actually care enough to do it so. And that was the entire Assassin's Brotherhood. You would think after everybody died and Achilles got shot in the leg, forcing him to become a cripple for the rest of his life, that the game would definitely be over. I mean, everyone's, riding into the sunset, but we actually have one thing left at the end. It doesn't really make much sense why it's here. I mean, even in the game that it's precluding, it doesn't make any sense because they don't include it as a thing that happened. But we'll be seeing that next time. Liam Cormac, they tried to have some new ideas. The parkour location had potential, but they didn't want to use it, and they wanted to make this as slapdash as possible to get it out the door. It's boring, you're never going to remember it, and it's one of the stupidest cop-out deaths I've ever seen. Again, this entire game's concept could have been interesting, the whole assassin turning Templar thing, but Ubisoft drowned it in so many Hollywood cliches and morality cop-outs that it's just another Ubisoft game.